We did have one big call, we had a fire out on Campbell Highway that was at, if I remember, it was close to 60 man hours.
Okay.
I'm sure everybody's drove by it by now, so. Ambulance is doing good, just had to go through, getting some paperwork taken care of so we can order supplies with the change in medical directors, but that's done, and supplies are coming tomorrow, so I think we're all set.
All right. Thanks, Ron. I think so. But I can't remember. I thought there was something. I can't remember.
Still think of it eventually.
I will pop in my head in a second. Gary, you got anything else?
No, it's just been, they've been doing a really good job to keep track of, what's going on. They did have a pretty good day the other day, which was Saturday, Ron, Friday or Saturday?
Last Thursday,
Thursday, it was 5
calls.
busy day.
Oh, wow. Okay.
We didn't get to sit much.
That's because Ron made a mistake the other day and said we were down from last year.
Yeah.
And I said, the year's not done.
Well, I don't think we're knock on wood, that might be between now and.
Okay. All right, Tim, your turn.
So,
If we get that many between now and the end of the month, end of the year,
yeah.
she's not gonna wanna write the checks.
Okay.
As of right now, just, trying to get up on the leaves and, finishing up the building over there at the transfer station. I got the little heater hooked up today, I just gotta finalize power.
Okay, I gotta leave really early tomorrow for work, so call me and we'll get that window.
I have a piece of plywood, just 2 screws in it right now, just to close that door.
I'll see if I can get that over to you tomorrow.
Some of you don't know, we took the door from the end and put it on the porch, so now it's a nice walk-in porch. If anybody's got a rocking chair for Joey, then he can sit on his porch.
I got it in my mind, it's in my mouth, but I can go see it up. Next time you go there in the morning. Okay, yeah, we'll get it over to you. All right.
The chairs that always get pushed in that back room, then you go in the back door and most of the time can't get in. Can we change that and put them, either get rid of, or I'm gonna move the piano and the organ in the corner where the chairs are, and put maybe a couple rows of chairs where the piano and the organ is?
That's a good question. Piano and organ.
I knew that would be probably not wanted to be finalized and discussed tonight, but.
What do you guys, has anybody seen that thing played in a very long time?
It's not a tune as fast as.
Other than a little kid sitting on it probably, and.
I'm sure they would donate it. Do you guys wanna keep, they just literally take up room, and I would rather, that makes more sense to have chairs there. What do you all think
Is
about
there
that?
any room out in the shed for chairs?
I think you guys, somebody made a comment, you used to keep them out there, but
Well, only used to keep them out there if there was a big event going, and if we didn't, they always sat right back here in the corner.
well, every time I put them back there, they get shoved back in there, so I'm assuming people don't, cause now we have the big beach balls in there.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah, it's
buckets,
getting kinda packed right
and the
there.
chairs, we're just,
In my recollection, and Ron, you know with the seniors, and you have a little affiliation with the Jammers, right, or
Well,
do they
Jammers-
ever use
I don't even
it?
think they're a thing anymore, are they?
Jammers are pretty much done, they haven't.
Yeah.
Okay, so, do we want the piano and the organ, do we just get rid of them?
Why not just put them out somewhere, there's a lot of space here.
no.
They don't ever, they literally, since my 16 years,
They
over
have-
16 years here, I
I
have
don't
not
think they've
seen them
moved from the
move
spot they're
completely.
in the last 3 years.
I've been here
Say
for
we can
5
run.
and they have not moved from that spot for 5 years.
Just put free to a good home.
You good with that, getting rid of the piano and the organ, free to a good home? Okay, so, we'll put a sign on them. And then, yeah, maybe we can just get the chairs there and leave that situation.
But if we, it's not, yeah, if we eventually get to these,
Mhm.
then they're not so long and take up and
Easier to
well,
move.
I think like at least two of the really long ones won't look much different than having a piano and an organ there, and,
No,
cause I can tell people don't like them in here, but when you have a big event, you know,
you need them all.
they need them all.
Okay, but yeah, let's, if everybody's okay with that, I think it's time that, you know, the organ go away. Okay, yeah, let's do that, we'll see if we get that cleared out, we'll try to work on that space. So as Tim said, the shed came over, and that's all happening, and I have that fencing too, we'll talk about that later.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Management council. The hall has been really busy. We have community Thanksgiving event, a dinner on the 22nd. Also, the tree decorating is on the 23rd from 5 p.m. till like 8 or, right?
30th.
30th. Oh, I read that wrong. 30th. So the weekend after, the weekend of Thanksgiving, the Sunday of Thanksgiving is on the 30th. On the 30th at 5 p.m. I'll make sure I clarify that with Val. I might have told you the wrong date. And December is starting to fill up with family dinners and things like that. And we're getting a new calendar board for the wall. That's it. All right. Parks and Rec?
So anyway, we got the building moved for Tim. So I was kinda talking to Richard about, the lights around the park. They still have the old sodium vapor, expensive, whatever. So I'd like to get ahold of the consumer and see if we can upgrade those to LED. And if, depending on what it is, while we're in the midst of doing that, see if they will add another light over by the new park. Since we'll be out there doing that anyway, and possibly do the ones here.
Yeah.
Because these have the sodium vapor too.
It'll be less for us to run.
Yeah,
Hey, Jason,
Yeah.
didn't we a few years ago when Consumers was doing something to those lights? I thought they made the comment that they were waiting for the LED, they just didn't have them in.
Only,
It was like COVID time and.
well, right, and the only thing they replaced were their streetlights. Not those, all our streetlights are LED.
Yeah, I thought they were
Not the
talking,
square,
gotcha, I thought they were talking about the park.
and that's what I thought too,
Gotcha.
at first. And then, yeah, cause that never got done, so I'd like to get a hold of them and see if we can get that done. And then I guess, they are starting this week, Monday, on, the beach.
So we have to get we're gonna snow fence that whole area and close it down. For security, you know, for safety.
And I have a couple of signs coming from Jerry too, for that.
The park is closed, the beach is closed in that area. And we'll get that completed.
17.
17? Yeah, so that'll be happening.
It's in Bill's hut.
Ah, that's why I couldn't find out. I looked, okay,
That's the
Oh,
magnet.
that's right,
We're
side.
looking for the magnet. Okay,
okay.
all right. Is that all you got, Jim? Okay, so Nick, any planning?
Not really, just kind of buttoning everything up and getting ready for our public hearing on the master plan.
Okay, and when is that date? Did we set one yet or no?
I thought it was the 18th, but now I'm second guessing the question myself.
Okay.
Pretty sure it's
I think
next,
that's what they said to
I think
me.
it's next Tuesday,
Okay,
because we didn't want to do it the week of Thanksgiving.
all right. All right, and then zoning, we had a couple issues this week. The assessing department found 2 buildings that were built without any permits or land permits, so those have been sent out to, incur the 3 times the amount fine, and then they've also been sent to the state to deal with those. So those tied up a big portion of last Friday for both Ben and I, dealing with that. Dealing with Chuck Erickson, the building inspector, to notify him and to notify Lansing. But yeah, there were 2 fairly substantial builds that were done without any type of land use or building permit. And then besides that, it's just building, the land use permits are slowing down, so this time of year. All right, public communication, we got any? Nothing.
I didn't sign, but can I speak?
Sure.
Thanks. Jason, when you're out there, when they're doing the lights maybe, can somebody upgrade or do something about that electricity at that pavilion? It's horrible. It's low voltage, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
That's something we had talked about a while ago.
Exactly.
So that's what you just have to get an electrician.
Billy was gonna redo it.
Right.
Yeah.
Billy
I
had somebody
think
that he
the
had.
cause of that is the line from the pole by the road has been there forever. And I'm thinking it was a small line when they put it in.
Well, we're gonna have an electrician come over and take care of a couple other little issues we can ask her to look at that and see if the issues with that. Where we took that shed out, we were gonna talk to them about getting some electric to the new wall.
Right.
And then we have a few issues in the office, so maybe we'll get ahold of Nick's and SWB and have them come take a look, we can look at all three of those issues. So, okay.
And, I'm not done. Thank you, Star, for the election and your workers. They did a fabulous job. And as far as having a meeting on Veterans Day, is it possible if this were to occur in the future that we could reschedule it? It is a federal holiday and some of us wanted to spend time with our veterans.
Okay, well, we'll try to make the meeting real short. I mean, I don't know if we plan those out for Veterans Day, but it just fell on it, so.
Does the township observe any federal holidays? They do, or they do Christmas and that.
Christmas.
Which
New
ones
Year's,
do you observe?
Christmas, New Year's, Thanksgiving, Easter, I don't know which ones are federal, but. it's- Yeah,
Those are it? Christmas, Easter,
pretty sure, yeah.
and New Year's. Thanks.
All right.
Evan.
So we don't have any unfinished business, new business, we only have one item for new business. Zoning training, we've always had another person that could help out with zoning in case our zoning administrator was sick or were not available, or just would have a few more hours. Ben has filled in, he is doing 3 hours instead of the 6 hours on Tuesday, and he does the 6 hours on Friday. We have an opportunity to have some in-house training with this, with Casey being the FOIA coordinator. She's already here, she could help fill in for those 3 hours, or anytime that she's here, she could help somebody with zoning questions if she would have tutelage under Ben. Ben has informed me that he is probably 18 months to 2 years, and he'll probably retire, okay? Casey has went and paid for Citizen Planet on her own, which was, do you know how much that was? 180? $250. So that was $250, so that is the first step to becoming a zoning administrator. The other is zoning administrator training, which is, the deadline is December 7th. So that's why she asked me to bring it up to the meeting. Being that it's about 2 to 3 hours a week at $15 an hour, it's $575 for the training. It is not gratuitous for anybody to take that training and get paid back for it. This allows us to increase and improve our staff from within. So that's what I was asked to do. Ben said he would love to have the help, and he would love to have somebody if he needed a day sick, or he was out sick, or just somebody for training in the future would be a possible move forward if he were to retire. So that's what I'm bringing to the board. Do you have any questions or comments on that? Anybody? I mean, that doesn't mean that this person would get that Casey would be the next zoning administrator that would come up, but it's training people into those positions. So, I mean, I know I've had conversations, and there's been people that have had a few wonders about it, and I didn't know, I just wanted to make sure, because this came up, and like I said, she went out to the initiative and spent the $280 on the one, but she just doesn't want to have to spend the $575 for the zoning administrator training. Because it's what is it, 7 segment? 3 of them are online and 4 are in person.
Yeah, it's like
Something like that.
it's like 2 days in Mount Pleasant.
But before that, there are
And then
segments,
yeah,
there are segments
different-
before.
different
So-
modules online.
Yep. It's the way the state does their training with their modules. So does anybody think that we need to do this? Or I think we need to have somebody else trained in-house for emergencies. So, what would anybody have any comments? No?
No.
No? Does anybody have a motion to accept to accept the training for her to go ahead and give us the, zoning administrator training. The first step. Land division stuff would be other training, but Ben can do the land divisions for right now. Those things can wait, a week or so if somebody wasn't here, so. I'll make the motion that we allow Casey to go to the training, for zoning administrator in February. Okay. All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Yep.
Okay. All right. All right, that was 3-2. I just need a motion to adjourn, that's it, that's all we got.
I'll second.
Okay. All in favor? Aye. Okay, thank y'all for coming.